The shocking crash at the Dutch Grand Prix captured the attention of the entire Formula One world. The dramatic incident involving Lewis Hamilton shocked not only fans in the stands, but also the Ferrari team. Team boss Frederic Vasseur was furious and couldn't hide his disappointment after seeing how the incident altered the race's outcome. What exactly happened on the track to cause Vasseur's temper to explode amidst the high tension of Formula One competition? Let's discuss it. The 2025 Dutch Grand Prix at the Zandvoort circuit, which was supposed to be Lewis Hamilton's comeback, turned into a nightmare. The 7-time world champion lost control of his Ferrari SF25 and crashed into the Turn 3 wall in a shocking incident. This incident ended Hamilton's race and destroyed Ferrari's hopes of scoring big points on home soil. Hamilton arrived in the Netherlands with renewed vigour. After a turbulent first half of the season, Ferrari brought an update package that they believed could turn the tide. The simulator showed positive results and the team was confident heading into the weekend. Hamilton himself appeared calm and optimistic, as if a new chapter in his Ferrari adventure were about to begin. However, danger signs began to emerge during the free practice sessions. The SF25 he was driving looked agile and wild. On 2 occasions, he suddenly lost control of his car, which spun out of control in FP1 and FP2. Hamilton managed to avoid the barriers, but soon headlines emerged in the paddock. Had Ferrari failed to understand the upgrade package, or was Hamilton still struggling to connect with his new car? Saturday offered a glimmer of hope. Ferrari seemed more stable, with Hamilton placing 7th in qualifying. He finished ahead of George Russell and just barely missed the front row. While not extraordinary, the result was solid enough to inspire confidence. With the potential for rain, Ferrari appeared to be preparing a bold strategy, hoping to capitalise on the unexpected conditions. However, even before the race began, Lewis Hamilton was back in the spotlight. While preparing to head to the grid, he allegedly committed a violation by ignoring the yellow flags in the pit entry zone. Though seemingly trivial, the incident immediately became a topic of conversation among the stewards and in the paddock. The situation disrupted the concentration of the Ferrari team, which had been under pressure from the start to devise the perfect strategy for an uncertain race. This minor disruption seemed to set the stage for major drama throughout the Dutch Grand Prix weekend. When the green light came on, Hamilton took off smoothly, overcoming no obstacles. He immediately found his rhythm and stayed close behind George Russell. He kept a steady distance, as if he didn't want to expend energy in the early stages of the race. For the first 20 laps, he played it safe, managing tyre degradation with precision while waiting for the predicted rain that would change the course of the race. Ferrari, on the other hand, tried an aggressive strategy by preparing an undercut. This move was intended to pressure their opponents and create an opportunity to break into the top 5. However, they were aware of the high risk if the weather turned against them. The crucial moment came right in the pit window when strategy began to play a major role in the race. Ferrari took the initiative by calling Charles Leclerc in first for a tyre change. A lap later, it was Lewis Hamilton's turn. Everything seemed to be going according to plan until a small detail ruined the entire scenario. As Hamilton approached the pit lane exit at Turn 3, the track was becoming slippery due to the heavy rain. Suddenly, the car lost grip. Hamilton ran too wide, causing the rear tyres to lose grip. In a split second, the SF25 lost control. The car spun out and crashed into the barrier with a brutal impact. The suspension snapped, the engine stalled, and Ferrari's hopes for the race were buried in the scattered carbon debris. "Sorry, guys," Hamilton said softly over the radio. His voice sounded heavier than usual. It was a short, simple sentence, yet full of meaning. There was no technical reason or scapegoat to blame. It was a simple mistake by a world champion, small in execution, but huge in consequence. It was a moment that once again demonstrated how thin the line is between glory and ruin in Formula One. After the race, Ferrari boss Frederic Vasseur expressed his anger in the paddock. "I honestly couldn't believe what had just happened at Zandvoort," he said. "All week, everyone at Maranello had been working day and night. We delivered upgrades, We spent countless hours in the simulator. We convinced the entire team that this would be a turning point. We arrived with hope, renewed vigour, and great ambition. And what was the result? 2 days full of danger signs. During free practice, the car spun out and nearly hit the wall. Still, everyone said, "Relax, it's just part of the process." I kept quiet. I waited. I believed that the experience of a 7-time world champion would bring stability. But the opposite happened. One corner, just one, and all that hard work was destroyed. A chance at the podium, a 2-car strategy, valuable points. It all disappeared in an instant. Because of one stupid mistake, Ferrari looked like amateurs. I was furious because Ferrari is not a team for testing courage. They're a championship team. A Ferrari driver shouldn't throw away opportunities so easily. Weather? Slippery track? Those are cheap excuses. All the drivers face the same conditions. The difference is that the others were able to keep their cars under control. They stayed on the track while we crashed into the wall. This isn't just a loss of points. It's an insult to everyone who works in the garage, to the entire crew at Maranello, and to the fans who trust us. I can't accept a result like this. I promise you that anyone who makes Ferrari look vulnerable will face immediate consequences. The accident wasn't just a DNF. The impact was far greater than losing one car on the track. The deployment of the safety car ruined the strategies of 2 Ferraris at once. Charles Leclerc, who was set to benefit greatly from the undercut, lost his rhythm. He was caught in a strategy that suddenly fell apart. He lost a crucial position and ultimately finished with nothing. For the Ferrari team, this moment felt like a devastating blow that shattered their psyche. From the pit wall to the mechanics in the garage, disappointment was evident on everyone's faces. The team, which had previously appeared organised, disciplined and confident, looked fragile again under pressure. Unlike usual, Hamilton didn't make any scathing remarks or offer a defence. He simply walked toward the paddock with his head bowed and his face hidden behind a dark visor. There was no anger or emotional outburst, just a silence that spoke louder than words. It was a silence of reflection. It was the reflection of a world champion who knew that one corner could destroy his momentum and that one small mistake could erase an entire weekend of hard work. In that moment, Hamilton appeared to be in dialogue with himself, reconsidering every decision, every move, and every risk he had taken. While the public might have seen it as a defeat, for Hamilton, the silence was a space for reflection and a reminder that even legends are not immune to the fragility of racing at the highest level. The failure at Zandvoort was about more than dropping 0 points. It dealt a major blow to the narrative that had been building. Lewis Hamilton's resurgence with Ferrari. What should have been a momentous race turned into a major question mark. Can Hamilton truly gel with the SF25? Let us know your thoughts below.